Om Shanti. Everyone has come to Madhuban and everyone is experiencing the pleasure of the confluence age. If there is an age for pleasure, it is this confluence age. You're all enjoying, aren't you? It's just a time of enjoyment and pleasure, isn't it? Baba had said, either there is this experience of pleasure and enjoyment, and if there isn't that, then the experience is of confusion. And in Hindi there are two very similar sounding words, moj, which means enjoyment, pleasure, and munj, which means confusion. So for us, confusion is over because we have found such a companion that our confusion has ended and there's nothing but happiness, pleasure, enjoyment. So what is the title that Baba has given us? Who is it that stays in pleasure? One who has no kind of worry. So all of you are those who are free of worry. You're all kings who are free of worry. Anyone who has any kind of worry? Anyone? No. Only one worry, and that is a sweet worry, to become equal to the Father as quickly as possible. But Baba has given us this aim to become equal to himself as quickly as possible. We all want to claim a number ahead. Everyone has this thought, right? But I have seen who can stay in this happiness, in enjoyment, in pleasure, and how is it they can remain in this state. Baba tells us the directions that he gives us. Before you hear them, Maya hears them. The methods that I tell you, stay in this way, stay in that way, Maya too listens, and she thinks that they've received Srimad from Baba, so Maya also makes her plan. This is why Baba says that whatever it may be, those things will happen. Maya is extremely clever. Why? Because Maya also knows a little bit. Wouldn't say that she knows everything of inside of you, but she too is Maya too is no less in her cleverness. Just as we have the power of silence, in the world there is the power of science. But our power of silence is no less. But the power of science, see, every day you hear new things. So science is no less. Science too is going to its height. But we know. But in the end, the victory will be that of those with silence. Doesn't matter how powerful science may be, but the victory is where there is silence, because those who are science, strong in science, they say that science is born out of silence. Now, you would have known that any new invention of science is by first going into deep silence and then being able to invent something. And if they don't go into deep silence, they will not be able to invent something new. And it's also said, whatever are the creations of science, In the Mahabharata, in the Gita, they say that this arrow was shot, that arrow was shot. All of that inspiration comes from the scriptures. And so those with science, they know that it is through silence that they have been born. And it is on the basis of silence that science is born. But science has its impact and influence, and silence has its own impact and influence. Baba has said from the beginning, from the time you did the course, remember the first Murli that you heard after doing the course, the first Murli that you would have heard, do you remember? You'd remember the date. The first Murli that you heard, in that Baba would have given you the direction that Maya will come. Maya will fight with you, but Maya will do her work, and we do our work. Maya will attack, but we will defeat her and become victorious. Maya's task is to come, and our task is to attain victory. You must have heard this in the first Murli. Did you all hear this? In the very first Murli that you heard. So Baba has told us right from the beginning. He hasn't hidden anything. That no, they'll be frightened, scared off, they'll run away. No, Baba has told us in the first Murli, because Baba has concern, and things will come, situations will come, new things will come, because Maya knows what weakness we have. She very quickly learns about our weakness. For instance, you take the 8 powers and you think, well, yes, there are these 8 powers, but I think I have 7 which are very good. They're good. But the 8th one, that is only to half, let's say, percentage-wise, only half. So Maya knows that your 8th power is less, it's weak. So just as there's a door, we close the door, and sometimes it's not closed completely, it's a little bit ajar. So it's like the door stays a little bit open because it doesn't close properly. And so if it's left even a little bit open, then anyone can come in. So Maya knows that your percentage, which is less in whichever power, it's like the door is a little bit open, and it's from there that Maya crosses and enters. So you should know that a mouse, and I've seen this, a mouse, it has a lot of, it's big, but it will go through even the smallest hole. It will come in from the smallest gap. So Maya too is a mouse. She's very clever. Even if there's a little less percentage, then Maya is not afraid to enter. She will get in. This is why this time in Baba's directions of this year, the Murlis that happened, that were the recent last Murlis, Baba drew our attention to 3 things. You would have noted what Baba has said at different times. First is, one is our title. Baba has told us your title is that you are Master Almighty Authority. That you are Master Almighty Authority. Or are you just powerful? Or are you Master Almighty? those who feel that they're powerful, you are Master Almighty Authority. But some who think that I'm not Master Almighty Authority, and there's a little bit of lack of power, therefore I can't call myself Master Almighty Authority. It's like that, isn't it? So everyone is here, everyone is Master Almighty Authority. So see, one thing Baba has said this year that has passed, Baba has given especially 3 signals. That one is the title of Master Almighty Authority. Check all the powers in that. We are able to know in our practical life whether we have lack of tolerance power or discernment power or whichever power. So Maya comes through this lack of powers. So Maya gives us a little push because of this. And so one thing Baba said, that Master Almighty Authority. So check this. Am I this? The other thing Baba said, do you have all relationships with Baba? All relationships. If even one relationship is missing, then we may say Baba is the father, teacher, and that he is father, teacher, and Satguru. All 3, everybody knows, these are firm. But the other relationships, if in that, if even one relationship is less, then Maya is such that through that relationship, Maya will pull you. At that time, you remember Baba, you remember the teacher, you remember Baba as the Satguru, but for instance, as companion, you think, okay, there's no need to be remembering Baba as companion because you found father, teacher, and Satguru. But Baba as the companion, if you haven't accepted Baba as your companion, and there isn't that complete connection with Baba as the companion, then that particular relationship will pull you down. Baba as the friend, whichever relationships there are in the world, or even a child. Some say, the Kumaris say, when Baba was in Sakar form, and we were little, young when we came, and Baba would say, Baba is also your child, then the Kumaris would be a little bit shy and would be feeling that how can we have a child? We were little children, 12 years old, 13-year-old, 14 years old. But Baba used to say, child, your father is a child. And we would lower our eyes because we were so shy to think that how can we have a child? And so Baba would say, if you don't make Baba your child, then Baba too will not make you his child. And so we thought, oh, we have to make Baba a child. To make Baba a child means there's attachment to a child. And if somebody has a very sweet child, then even you don't want to look at the child, think of the child, automatically you're drawn to the child. And the child has all the property. It has a right over all the property. And in the foreign lands maybe it's less so, but in India the father has to give everything to the child. And Baba would say, make me your child, and if you don't receive everything, then how would you be the child? If you make Baba the child, Baba makes you the child, and you receive everything from Baba. So in the beginning, when we used to bring groups, parties to Madhuban, Say for instance here there's a London group, America group. So we too were guides, and we would bring groups, parties. So from these parties, Baba would ask 3 questions. In the beginning, when Baba would meet them, just you would all freshen up and go to meet Baba, just as all of you freshen up and meet Baba. So, in the same way, the parties that we used to bring, they used to go to meet Baba after they got ready, and Baba would ask 3 questions. In the first meeting, Baba would see who is pass and who is fail. First question Baba would ask, child, are you meeting Baba for the first time? So what would everybody say? Some sisters, brothers would say, yes, Baba, it's the first time we've come. And Baba said, you've come for the first time? You haven't come at all before? And Baba would question in this way, so that do they remember that they've met Baba many times? They've met Baba 5,000 years ago. Baba would take that paper first. And if somebody by mistake said, no, Baba, I have come for the first time, Baba would say, fail. In other words, they don't have knowledge of the previous cycle. A cycle ago, they'd met Baba. And the other mothers and brothers who are living in the households, Baba would ask them, child, how many children do you have? Some would say, however many children they had in their Lokik family, they would say that many. And Baba would say, only 2 children? Only 2. So Baba used to ask, and so they would answer in an ordinary way. However many children they had, they would say they have that many children. And Baba would say, so have you not made Shiv Baba your child? And so then again Baba would fail them. And Baba would say, what we used to do as guides, it had become well known that in the train we were giving training to the new students in the train, that Baba's going to ask you these questions. Baba will ask you this. What answer will you give? We used to make sure they get it right. And the third thing Baba would ask, have you read today's Murli before coming here? And I would say that, Baba, we've only just arrived and got ready, and we've come straight to meet Baba. And Baba would say, why? You've come to meet Baba first, but you should read the Murli first. How have you come without reading the Murli? So Baba would fail us in that too. And we would say, Baba, the post has come later. It's when you conduct the Murli here, then we would receive the Murli. And so we wouldn't have received the post of this date. And Baba said, but when you arrive here, why didn't you ask about the Murli? And why didn't you even ask about one point of the Murli? So Baba would say, fail. And so now you won't fail. If you have come for the first time, then say that in this cycle I've come for the first time. Not that I've come for the first time. You understand? In this cycle, we've come for the first time. So this is right. In this way, Baba used to ask and make it firm that until you have accepted Baba as the child, you won't know, you won't have the thought of answering in the right way. Just as a mother, what does a mother do? She makes the food. One child is in the shop and is going to come later. So first of all, she'd take out a portion for that child. She'll remember that. And so Baba would say, no matter what you're doing, you have those two children, but who is the one that gives you most happiness? And that's Shiv Baba. That child doesn't give you sorrow at all. The other children, when they grow up, they can do things upside down, can also be a bit mischievous. But Shiv Baba always gives you good company, and he enables you to have attainment. He is the one who is the bestower, who bestows upon you, and you remember those children who give you sorrow, and you don't remember Shiv Baba. So Baba says that all relationships with Baba are essential. So one is the Almighty, and the other is the experience of all relationships with Baba. And the third thing Baba said, that it's in this life now, practically, that we have to be complete with all virtues. Not that at the end of Satyug we are feeling that, yes, we have virtues. We haven't even passed the test. We haven't even done the test paper. How can we pass? Say, for instance, I may have power to discern, but maybe I don't have so much introversion. Maybe I like to come into extroversion more, talk a lot, not so much attention on introversion. So that virtue of introversion, there I'm thinking that I will attain that, I will get that virtue by the end. So, but we have to pass the test paper now, and then we can claim pass marks. This is why Baba says that all the powers and all the relationships and all virtues, these three things, check these three things in yourself. If even one is lacking out of these three, if you don't have one virtue, you think maybe you don't have introversion or don't have lightness, but without introversion you cannot do service through the mind. It's until you fill power within your mind by being introverted, then you can do service through the mind. Otherwise, you won't be able to do service through the mind. Never mind the rest. Turning your face within. Why is it said like that? Why is this a praise of turning your face within? Why? Because in this face, the 5 powers are within your face. Now think about it. The power to discern, it's true, isn't it? The power to speak, the power to see, the power to smell, the power to eat and drink. Where is all this? Is it in my arms? Where are all these powers? In the face, aren't they? So the face is called Mukh, face. So all the powers can be in the face, all these powers in the face. If you have won these, then we can say you are victorious. So these are the main ones, aren't they? When there's a desire to attraction to eat something, it's through the tongue, or desire to listen, listening to songs or listening to what people are saying. That's what the ears are for. To keep thinking, maybe thinking useless things. This is also here. And to see, keep seeing these eyes that deceive you. This is why Baba says, it's our slogan, that for one who is introverted, they are constantly happy, always happy. One who is introverted, all 5 powers, I would say the powers of the soul, it's the soul that's within, isn't it? So to be introverted means that all 5 powers are present in the soul. This is called being introverted and constantly happy. So very good. If you look, when we say turning your face within, why is it said turning your face within? Introverted. Why do we say face? Why do we say that? Why not turning within your mind? We don't say turning your head in, but it's your face. It said turning your face within. Why is it said like that? Why is this a praise of turning your face within? Why? Because in this face the 5 powers are within your face. Now think about it. The power to discern, it's true, isn't it? The power to speak, the power to see, the power to smell, the power to eat and drink. Where is all this? Is it in my arms? Where are all these powers? In the face, aren't they? So the face is called mukh, face. So all the powers can be in the face. All these powers in the face. If you have won these, then we can say you are victorious. So these are the main ones, aren't they? When there's a desire to attraction to eat something, it's through the tongue, or desire to listen, listening to songs, or listening to what people are saying. That's what the ears are for. To keep thinking, maybe thinking useless things. This is also here. And to see, keep seeing these eyes that deceive you. This is why Baba says,